Oh, hey.
Now we're live with no intro.
I'm closing in on it.
We're just live, just like that. We're just live.
I got this picture.
No fancy stuff. No nothing.
Is that your working, Leifa? Do you do that? Oh,
Yeah, I did
Now
that.
let's see.
Ah!
Maybe we're live anyway. Maybe.
Who knows?
come on, Romer. Where are you?
Swag says he did it. I'll take that as you made it, Gizzard Stew.
Let me know
Look at that thing.
Oh, baby.
if you can see us and hear us.
That one went to Dear Addy.
Oh,
He loves all those blue setups, so it just had to be.
it needed to be. What's up, Panda?
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Project Fog.
What's up, Buick?
Foggers.
It's Tuesday night and another rendition of The Fog.
Tuesday night.
We're
the feeling is
live.
right.
We're live, everybody.
Swag
Live on my channel.
You got questions out there for you already, Gizzard Stew.
Question: do you prefer the blah 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 or the Sanyo blah blah blah?
I'm half alive.
Kevin Bako asks a battery question.
Well, because you have experience with the 2650s.
No, he's asking about 2650s. I have both kinds, and I find them to be pretty much the same. I can't really detect between them. They're both good.
Do they both do 4.2?
I don't know. I charge them both to 4.2.
Okay.
I think that it seems like the blue ones, the LGs, might last a little bit longer.
Makes sense.
Other than that, they're about the same. They're both good. I like them both actually better than the iJoy 2700s. In Mimic mod.
Here it is. Gizzard Stew, can I show something?
Sure, Addy Tooney.
Freshie, here we go. You remember this video now?
Oh, that's Owen Ginter.
That's all Ginter.
Oh, that's right.
That was Detroit last year.
Yeah, we haven't seen Owen Ginter for a while.
All right,
he
so let's do a little roll call out here.
Watch anything involving vape.
We have west of the Mississippi out there. We have Vaping Panda. Hello. We have Minmo. Hi, Minmo. We have Chuck and Trucker. We have Kenny B.
Kenny B, don't
Kenny
do it.
B.
You Gizzard Stew, don't you do it.
I didn't do it. Socrates is here. Yeah, Socrates, and then we have Socrates, the cab driver, as well. We got double Socrates.
Yeah.
John A. John number 1 is here. Andrew Yeaton, Importman 707 is here.
I'm by Minmo.
Buick. Hey, Buick. How you doing, buddy?
James.
Buick's here. Daytime Frank is here.
Scott
Can
DeCesare.
Can Leifa show some popcorn for Andrew Eaton?
Scott DeCesare, does he always use his wife's account or something?
Yeah, Cheryl.
Oh, okay. So Cheryl's really not here.
Someday Cheryl's going to surprise us.
That's just a lie. All right. The crazy French vapor guy's here. Mark Sr. Mark Sr. All right. So there's probably a few more people will roll in here shortly. They're probably finally getting their notifications and stuff.
Notifications?
Notifications. Did you just get your notification, Hash?
I got it as soon as we went live.
Did you?
Yeah.
Poor Fresh, man. He looks like he's hurt. Ash could go to sleep like right now.
Go to sleep, Hash.
No, like, here's the great thing is I've been so worn out and beat the F up that I've been sleeping and crashing and sleeping real hard. I just look tired. That's just how sick I've been.
You sound a little froggy.
Yeah, no, I still have concert crud going on. I still haven't regained my voice back from the Boston's concert.
Well, what the hell do you do with those concerts? You get all
I was screaming and singing for 4 hours straight, Addy Tooney.
He was in the mosh pit.
I was right in the thick of it all. And of course, you know, the day that we had the concert, it was a nice balmy 17 degrees with a 10-degree wind chill, so it felt like 7 degrees, and my ass only wore a sweatshirt and a t-shirt.
So you thought you were a teenager. That's what you thought.
Yeah, 100%.
Was it an outdoor concert too?
I had cold from that, and then we ended up having people over the following day during the day, and one of our friends that came over was sick, and the whole house caught it. My wife is currently at work with a low-grade fever and sounding 10 times worse than I am.
Well, he's a good sharer. Your friend likes to share.
So it was an outside concert, Hesh?
No, it was indoors. It was at the House of Blues.
Oh, okay.
But we had a mile walk from the parking area to Lansdowne Street, because there's no parking at Fenway Park at all. And every place around it wanted like $30, $40 for parking, because it was a Saturday night in Boston with events going on, and it was the holiday weekend. So of course they're like, yeah, $40 because we're coming up on first night. So we found a private garage for $10 a mile away.
Cool.
Sweet.
Yeti's uncle's gonna have a pants-off dance-off, I think.
Sweet.
What pants? I don't have any pants on.
Yeti's uncle. Yeti's
Yeti,
uncle's here.
Dude Diggs, what's up, Yeti?
What's happening?
What up?
Are you finally getting
Miss you, brother.
settled into your move?
No. Not like I should.
You got the cases of Dr. Pepper stacked up in the garage and all that good stuff?
Well, of course. Yeah, that was the first thing to move. I still have a pile of boxes.
Great Bros Vape is here, yeah.
Great Bros Vape.
Giancarlo just rolled in.
Your uncle just sitting in his chair. Get that pepper out to the garage so it can cool down, kids. I'll kill you.
Where's the power generator?
That's in the other room.
Okay.
Yeah, never leave home without it.
Mitch Green, did you forward your info to Dear Addy? That was your point of contact for that, was Dear Addy. Did you give your info to Dear Addy?
I believe he did, because on the show he said he got it.
As long as you did that, then Dear Addy will take care of it.
And sometimes Fagan takes a couple weeks to bag stuff up.
Yeah. Everybody else should have gotten their stuff though. Either Friday, yesterday, or today. Barry Hot's been slowly but surely opening all the different packages on Instagram. Killing me. You're killing me, Barry Hot.
Sweet. So I have a question for the panel. I want to know what you guys did over the weekend, because I was up north.
You had that auger going. You were making us all dizzy. That's what you were doing.
I was freezing my ass off up there, I'll tell you that much. It was 28 below on Friday and Saturday when we had to do all the work.
And
so it was lovely.
We stayed in all weekend. It was too damn cold. I had to go to Buffalo for some family stuff, and then we just stayed in the whole weekend.
Sunday was nice. Sunday was 7 degrees out, so that was actually a 40-degree swing. It felt like 7 degrees out. I can run around in my shorts.
I did snowball Sunday.
Did you?
I flipped my room around 90 degrees.
You did? You moved everything, Lifa?
Yeah, 90 degrees.
I don't know. It looks the same.
Yeah. I did get I did get a topside cam as well.
Oh, nice.
Put in.
That's good.
What's that green thing flashing? Is that part of your computer?
That's my computer, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Ooh. You got a clear side on it?
Clear side, and then it's got my logo on it with acrylic.
Oh, that's badass.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
From that angle, it almost looks like a little baby dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
It wraps all the way around the front side.
It does. It's pretty cool.
That thing's pretty amazing.
And it's got right here, it's on the battery enclosure, it's a leaflet. Right
Oh, that's
there.
cool.
Your desk is way cleaner than mine, I'll tell you that.
Mine, I was just thinking that. I'm glad I don't have an overhead camera.
I don't want to turn my if I turn my overhead cam on, everybody's just gonna be like, no.
Here, right here is the wheel of a door.
Yeah,
That's pretty awesome.
That's a good thing to have handy.
I agree.
A lazy Susan.
No doubt.
That mixer looks familiar.
Which one? Oh, that mixer? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I did over the weekend. Got everything set up. Everything's more spacious here.
He's got so much more room for activities.
New lighting up in front of me.
You can fly the drone right out the window behind you.
Could. But the drone only has like 4 minutes worth of flight time, so you get it out there and then it just drops down into the city.
I see. I don't know. It looks good to me. How about you, Fresh? What did you do?
I wound up watching one of my friends' Rugrats for the majority of the last several days.
God bless you.
At your place or at their place?
At my place.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. How'd that go, Uncle Fresh?
Is the kid a good mixer yet?
No, he needs to stay away from my stuff. No, it happens every once in a while, but yeah, I don't like kids much.
Me either.
That's like a poison factory there you got too. All that.
Everything. I mean, I put everything up, so no biggie. No biggie.
You behave, or I'm gonna. I don't know.
I'll turn you into it. I'll turn you into a mix.
I'm gonna dose you with 100 milligram Nick.
Slather you in Nick.
Ash, go to bed.
He looks like he's been on NyQuil for like a week.
NyQuil and beer.
He's been drinking the purple NyQuil.
No, I've been drinking my. This is another wonderful homebrew that I came up with.
It looks like fresh cider.
It's actually a New England IPA. It's my first attempt with my own recipe.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And it came out absolutely. Actually, I had one of the local breweries taste it, and he goes, "Man, this is better than our IPA." And I'm like, "Really?" And he goes, "Yeah, can I buy the recipe off of you? $50." I'm like, "Ah."
Yeah, but you know what? If they would call it like Hesh's Brew or something, it'd be worth it.
Well,
and if they would supply you with like a couple cases every.
I have an opportunity at one of the breweries up in Boston. They have a co-op program where if you get a good recipe and it's established enough and there's a demand for it, they will actually brew a full barrel quantity for you and market it and distribute it for you as well. So you're talking about 50 cases of tall boy cans like this. And they help with distribution and all that. So ultimately I have to develop 4 or 5 recipes, go in, do a co-op workshop with them, establish myself as a brewer as opposed to a home brewer through the co-op program, and then get a tax ID for in a manufacturing license, and they will cover all of the legal fees for it. Because it's brewed for my brewing company by them. So
you need to free up some time.
You got to go to college.
Pretty much.
Get all hopped up.
Get all hopped up. That's right.
But I mean, it's more of a fun hobby for me and my friends. I like the challenge of writing up it's like mixing e-liquids. You come up with your own personal recipe. You find something that works. If it doesn't work, back to the drawing board again. It's a trial by error.
It's kind of like growing your own strain of weed.
Yeah, but it's drinkable and legal.
True. Well, at least you're not making whiskey.
That
would be.
My wife actually asked me if I could distill her some rum.
Yeah, it's not a good idea. At least it's not a good idea to put that out on the internet if you're doing that.
Well, no, you can make rum and whiskey legally as long as you're not brewing the distilling over a certain amount. And it has to be rum or whiskey. It can't be shine, and you can't be selling it direct unless you have a distiller's license.
Yeah.
It's like it falls under the same rules as home brewing and home winemaking.
It's a little more dangerous too because
over a certain amount.
It's a lot more dangerous than brewing beer too, because you could end up with methane in it.
Yeah.
And you can make people blind.
Yep. But
Hesh doesn't have a problem with that. Fuck him.
Dimitri's looking for a sausage.
There's a few good rum, dark rum recipes that is home doable.
I thought you could make it for your own consumption.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
It's the exact same thing with home brewing. As long as it's for personal consumption, you're not selling it. And if you do decide to sell it, you have to apply for the right licenses only if you're making a certain amount per year, volume wise. You have to register as a brewery. But I'd rather, like I said, it's a hobby, that I reap the benefits of, because ultimately I get 5 gallons of something that I know I put my heart and soul into, and it costs me what you would spend at a liquor store for 3 or 4 buddies drinking for one night.
Mm-hmm.
And I drink for a month.
Well, that's pretty good, because you just started doing it not that long ago, right?
Yeah. Just before Christmas.
And you already have a good IPA recipe that you came up with yourself.
Yep.
That's impressive.
This is actually my second brew only. I did a predetermined stout, and it came out awesome. And I was just like, you know what? I'm going to take this recipe. I'm just going to wipe the board with it and just use, the basic base malts for it. But I'm going to do the hop schedule and everything myself.
Hi, Vape Ross Vape. You're in a safe place. Just figured
I'll drink to that.
DJ, what's up, brother?
What's up, everybody? How's it going?
Yeti, I miss those dogs.
They're around.
Yeti's got
they're around, yeah.
Up. Ain't got no pants on.
They're in trouble right now.
Oh boy. Breaking in the carpet.
Yeah, well, luckily it's tiled, but had an accident.
It's going to make those accidents easier to clean up, though.
True. Luckily, they don't happen often.
That's good. That's the trouble with those little dogs.
Yeah, usually the only time there's an accident is with Penny, the old one. She gets too excited and she tinkles.
I do that sometimes too.
I do too. So I totally understand. Actually, I do it quite a bit.
Happens to the best of us, Yonk.
Welcome, TJ. Welcome. How are you, buddy? How was your weekend?
Nah, it wasn't too bad. And thank God it finally warmed up on Sunday.
Yeah, it was cold, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm over that single-digit nonsense. And sub-zero.
I do have to rebut to church. According to federal law, making beverage alcohol at home is illegal, plain and simple. Home brewing was legalized in 1978 there, guy. The last two states that only had anything against them were Mississippi and Alabama, and they passed a law saying that home brewing for personal consumption was legal in 2013.
And actually, Mississippi changed it again to where home brewing can now be sold as well.
Right.
Home brewing is different than home distillation, though.
Right, but you can make wine, you can make barley wine, and you can use the yeast from those to distill out your grains and everything like that to make a mash rum. I mean, it's pretty much the same. It's the same process. You're not carbonating it.
Right. Okie doke. This channel does not condone any sort of illegal activity.
Correct.
Just want to put that disclaimer out there.
Good cover, Gizzard Stew.
No, we're not telling you to go out and get.
Yes, brewing is different than in the woods.
That's why it's called home, not woods brewing.
So I was out in the cold all weekend. So that was pretty brutal.
Did you catch any fishes?
No, I didn't. I didn't even fish until Sunday. We were just doing all the preliminary scouting and moving stuff around. We got everything finally set up by about noon on Sunday, and I fished for about 3 hours and then came home. So I saw a couple fish. I didn't take anything.
I have some questions about the lake over there, ice hole fishing spots.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a lot of competition for like a favorite spot?
I would say yes. There's a lot of secrecy involved with it. You know.
Do you get the same spot every year?
I changed my spot this year from where I normally go, and so a lot of these spots are known. But like in our circle of fishermen, you know, sort of if you set up on somebody else's spot, they're not going to like it. You know, but there's also people who will come in that are completely unrelated to your group, and then it's like, oh shit, there's somebody on my spot, you know.
Yeah.
So part of it is whoever gets there first, you know, especially when you're putting up like a permanent thing. You know, what are you going to do if you get there and somebody's on your spot? You got to go find a different one.
Do you saw around their hut?
Wait till nighttime when they have also been drinking the Irish whiskey Gizzard Stew, and then you just slide it over, and then you move your hut into the spot. It is ice.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's how you get shanty fires.
Yeah.
You know, there has been times where people come out the next day and they're like, "What happened to my ice house?" It went up in smoke overnight, maybe because you were on a spot that you weren't supposed to be on.
I was kind of hitting around towards that.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've pretty much I set up in the same spot for the last 5 or 6 years, but it's become where like a village has grown up around me. Like year after year, it's been like, okay, first I was the only person there, and then it was like 2 or 3 houses, and then the past few years it's just become like this village, and it's like I'm gonna find a new spot this year because I want to be away. I want to be further away from the snowmobile trail, and I want quiet.
Are they daunted by your prowess, like people are on YouTube? You're trolling.
Yeah.
Trolling?
Right, Addy Tooney. Mm-hmm. Yes, they're in awe of the Gizzard.
Well, in that little circle, trolling has a whole different meaning, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's difficult to troll in the winter.
Not if you cut a big enough hole. It's not.
You'd have to cut a trough.
And pretty much take yourself a chainsaw out there and cut yourself like a quarter-mile long trough, and you're good.
Then you could troll behind your snowmobile or your four-wheeler.
Or the guy who's got the 1970s three-wheeler out there.
Yeah, with Big Red.
Yep.
We have a guy in our group that has one of those, by the way, with the great big balloon tires.
Yeah, they float, by the way. So if it sinks, it'll float.
That's probably why he's got the thing. It's like if I ever fall through, at least I'll have something to hold on to.
How thick's the ice now, Gizzard?
I was driving out there in my pickup. Got about, I don't know, 17 inches along the edges of the lake. So I didn't venture to drive across the middle of the lake yet, because that's always the last to freeze. Over the, you might hit a spot out in the middle that's only 8 inches or something. And
you need about 12 inches for a car to sit on.
yeah, 15 for a full-size pickup. I have a medium truck, so I'm usually the guy that gets to haul everybody else's crap out on the lake because I have the smallest truck.
Have a good night, WT.
Have a good one, WT.
Which is exactly why that's why I bought a small truck, was for ice fishing, so that I could get out there and get spots before other people could drive out there. Sometimes you beat them out there by a few days,
And nobody's burned down your hut yet.
No, not yet.
Yet.
No, that would really be traumatic too, if something like that happened to you. There has been from time to time you hear about kids doing vandalism or something, or getting drunk and setting fire to somebody's ice house. And
have you ever got any
place for teenagers to go party, right?
Well,
That's what I did as a teenager. I'd get fucking all shitty and go out and sit in the middle of the lake and fish and fuck with other people's shit.
Right. I did learn this a long time ago. I don't lock mine, and I don't, the stuff that I leave out there it's not like worth that much anyway, but if you put a lock on your door, then they're going to bust it open.
Yeah,
I just leave it open. A lot of times I'll leave like a half a bottle of whiskey in there, so I figure maybe they'll come by and they'll drink the whiskey and leave.
Well, party's over here. Whiskey's gone.
That's right. Good. They took the whiskey, but they left my ice house intact. So,
what's up, Ivana?
It's like one of those offerings, It's like, here, go ahead. The door's open. Here's a bottle of whiskey. Maybe the kids will go, ding, ding, ding. This guy's not a half bad. Maybe we're not going to break into it with a crowbar and set fire to it.
Fresh, what do you think about? Oh, he doesn't have his earplug in.
What's up?
Greek yogurt craisins.
It sounds delicious. Like yogurt covered raisins?
Great, yeah, craisin, cranberries.
So you use a little bit of cranberry, a little bit of the amaretto sour, because that is raisin. It is not an amaretto sour by Flavora. And then probably Flavora Greek yogurt. So you do like an all Flavora recipe.
Yeah, the wife just handed to me. They're pretty good.
Good night, Socrates.
Have a good one, Socrates.
Thank you, App Driver.
Get
Is it
some
Socrates
rest.
or Socrates?
That's the Greek one.
Oh, the Greek one's leaving?
Yeah.
Later, Socrates.
He's tired. He's got
It's
a
the
lot of
middle
work
the
now.
night- it's the
He's
middle
got a
of the
lot of
night.
work. Have you heard that they've kind of shut down the Uber over there over the past week or so? So
He's dancing up and down.
I'm sure that that'll help their business come back a little bit.
Things are looking up. Line in your pockets.
He was out there on the front lines. Delete Uber. Hashtag delete Uber. I mean, it's always going to be a thing because if it's not Uber, it's going to be Lyft. And they'll just transfer company to company. They'll just keep making new companies.
Yeah.
So
Kenny B, I don't leave the good stuff out there. So if they piss in my whiskey, it's no big deal. Then the next kids would drink the piss whiskey.
Just leaving a little bit of dickle out there.
Yeah, I don't leave the good shit out there. What do you think I am, stupid?
It's just the old Fleshman's whiskey out there.
Yeah.
$10 a fifth.
So,
I'm
Life,
not sure what Ivana was trying to tell me.
Fleischmann's.
Gallon. That's pretty rare.
Some pisky.
That's what I was just about to say. Beat me to it, Yeti.
Fleischmann's, that's right.
got clear, check your slippers fresh.
They're right there. I think maybe she just wanted me to pay attention.
I like that video that you put up, Fresh, and you were petting Ivana, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm about to tear your arm off."
We saw it for a sec, didn't you? And then she got distracted, and I was able to move my hand away from her mouth, get her out to the side, and then she turned okay. But you saw those ears go back.
Yeah, she was
Thought
like,
about,
"I'm gonna
she thought about it
chomp."
mighty hard.
She was about ready to chomp your hand.
Those yellow eyes turned red for a microsecond.
She thought about it pretty hard.
You stay warm this weekend, Lifa?
Yeah, it got up there. I got above 0, so it was good.
Well, you've got that limestone basement, so that retains cold pretty good.
Yeah.
It's like living in a hole.
It is. Let me, you can zoom over there. Like, you can see it back there. That's my light box, but you can
Oh,
see
yeah.
the wall behind. You can see.
He's got it all set up.
They had a Yoda head I saw on top of the light box.
Yeah. That's one that Ren made. So we got the Yoda hat. I got my
Incredible Hulk hat.
Your
Incredible
wig.
Hulk one.
Look, he's put on his angry eyes.
Put on your angry eyes, dear.
I like the Hulk hat. Why don't you wear that more often?
It gets too hot.
Oh, I suppose.
Yeti, did you find a SpongeBob for us?
No. Hey, kid, haven't even looked back.
Gotta click on the bell, G-Mat. You don't get them notifications.
So that China cabinet with all the curios just stayed there, huh?
Oh yeah.
So, the good thing about when you're moving away in a situation like that is it's like you can go back and get more stuff, right? You didn't have to like completely clean it out top to bottom.
None of that was our crap, anyways.
Right. But I mean, the
I
person,
totally would have made off with that SpongeBob.
the person
though.
you were living
That
with over
memory's
there
attached
still
to
lives
the
there,
SpongeBob.
right? That's what I
Yeah.
was driving at. Yeti.
Yeah, if there was a big enough demand, I'm sure it could make an appearance.
Or the wooden spoon reindeer, or I still think the owl needed to make a trip.
They said no way you can't take the owl.
Vaping Panda says the streamer stops.
I've
There,
come up
we
with a
tried to
new
reset it. Let's see if that worked.
I've come up with a new plan for my computer.
They said it's back. It's all good now.
There we go.
We are receiving data, but not at a fast enough rate.
Oh, that sucks.
Your viewers may experience buffering. I don't know what I had it set up at. Hopefully it didn't change the settings on me. I just went with the same settings I had set up last week. Let's see. Settings.
They're saying it's going.
What should I look at, LiFe?
For what settings?
Output?
Yeah, what is your output set?
Bitrate 8,000.
Good enough.
You run 8,000? You don't even need to run that.
Well, I'm running 60 frames a second. It was running good.
It could be YouTube just fucking up too.
It could be.
Yeah. Well, you know, the big thing going on right now is live streams from CES. So who knows?
From what?
Oh, prime time.
CES, the electronics deal out in Las Vegas.
That's
Consumers
weird.
Electronics Show.
Let me do a speed test real quick, see what the network looks like.
There you go. That'll really slow it down.
Yeah.
It's all right though.
Yeah,
I get messages that it's been buffering on and off the show.
When in doubt, blame YouTube.
I agree. I mean, I think it's YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
They do have a tendency to mess shit up.
And chances are you'll be right.
It is running slow for some reason.
You got wireless stuff on?
I don't think so. Unless
Is the wife downstairs streaming?
I don't know.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, sometimes if you get weird wireless stuff to pop into your router, it'll change up the channels.
The upload speed's what we're worried about, right?
Yes.
That's solid. It's the download speed that's weak right now. So I don't know. I did reset the now it says it's good.
There we go.
So now we're back in good level.
Back to full power.
Here, you guys, I'm going to put Golf Tee in charge. I'll be right back.
Oh, that's a terrible fucking idea. You guys know where my show goes. That's why you can't put me in charge.
Ask us anything about Gizzard Stew, and we'll answer your questions about Gizzard Stew. Everybody.
I pooped a hammer.
Nice to know, Gizzard Stew.
You are a smelly pirate hooker.
Okay. I mean, I don't judge you. I don't know why you're judging me.
Loud noises!
Those do disturb me too.
That sounded like hash.
I know. That's why I looked up.
I did not sound like Steve Carell. God
Loud
damn.
noises! Kelly Clarkson! I love lamb.
You better give up them cigarettes, buddy, or the groundhog will be bringing you your mail. Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. You know what I mean, Vern? That's right. All right.
That orchard apple, LiFe. Yum, yum.
How did Gizzard Stew get his name? It's a play off his name. Is Giz Batman? I've never seen them in the same place. That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
Cheers.
Skull. Slancha.
What do you? Did you break into your wife's vodka again, Gizzard Stew?
Yeah, I'm having 16 ounces of it.
16 ounces of vodka. I mean, do what you need to do, Gizzard Stew.
You're getting close to Leafa's level. Maybe not quite, but close.
Oh, I saw an awesome trick the other day. Take a giant Hershey syrup container, and once you're done with it, clean it all out, and then fill it up with water and take it to the gym. And when you're halfway through your workout on the treadmill, just stick it in your mouth and drink out of it.
Sure. Okay, so where were we? I don't know. What'd you talk about while I was gone there, Golf Tee?
We asked questions about we told them we would answer any question they wanted to know as long as it was about you.
Oh, okay, cool.
Played a little truth or not truth there.
Well, as long as you were entertaining them. Now it says the feed's good. It's good.
GMAT wants to know if you're related to Clark Griswold.
Oh, now it's not good though.
Is it fine or bad?
It was good when you left.
Yeah, I just hang on. Tommy! Now it's good again. It did that thing where everything disappeared on me again. I don't know what happens with that. I did something. We're back. We're back, everybody.
Video
for now.
For a second.
Yeah, you gotta keep that zoom limit open. Otherwise,
I know, but there's something that I do and everything just minimizes. I don't know what the hell that's all about.
Yeah.
Oh,
what
it's
is
the
you're
over on
hovering over the bottom.
Yeah, I was gonna say you go too far over on the left-hand side of your toolbar, Gizzards too, and it will minimize everything.
Yeah, it keeps happening once in a while. And then then I can't figure out how to bring stuff back up. Like there we go. Okay, that's awesome. John Mueller says.
How's Mrs. TJ doing?
Oh, not too bad. Not too bad. She was sick. I was sick. Everybody was sick around here. It was great.
No.
Big old nasty germ-riddled house.
One time for all.
Yes,
Lots and lots of
I do
Lysol.
have a keg, and it is a home brew.
He has a keg. He made it himself.
GMAT trying to get you with the old Alt F4 there, guys.
I had a dirty limerick to read. Ooh. Should I read that?
You could.
Does it start out with
dirty limits?
There once was a girl named McGill who used dynamite sticks for a thrill. They found her vagina in South Carolina and bits of her tits in Brazil.
Not bad.
Sounds like she used way too much dynamite.
That wasn't classic explosive.
Should have probably been working on something like a quarter stick, not a full stick.
It would have been fun at the festival.
It's been a long time since we had a Gizzard reading, so I thought that would be a good one.
I had my Dr. Seuss shirt on yesterday. Gizzards too.
Ooh, which one is it?
Just green eggs and ham.
Sweet. I'm a big Dr. Seuss fan.
Me too.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Jeez, oh man.
Uh-oh.
Is that the quad, whoa. Where'd he go?
There must be a delay.
No, this is just a regular. It's on a stack.
Angry.
It's on a stack.
I was gonna say somebody sounded angry.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's cotton caught on fire. Yeah, I did.
So what is everybody vaping on? Lifa, you go first.
All right, I've got my Pulse.
Your purple Pulse.
And it's got lemon ecstasy in it. And I've got Triple X Rabbit. And I'm finishing up this buttermilk pie. That review just went up today, I believe. I have the 1111 with the drop on it. And I'm vaping my own key lime pie.
KLPYB2?
Yeah.
Just toying with me.
Oh, it's gonna go out soon. I got bottles coming in tomorrow.
Yay.
Is that it?
That's it.
What do you got coming tomorrow, Wifa?
30 ml bottles, so I can start sending out some people little samples of the KLPYB2.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, 30 mil would only be a sample.
It's a sample.
All right,
shit's
Golf T,
awesome.
you're up. What are you vaping
Well, start with some Sinful Apparel.
Yum.
And that's on the Icon. And also the Pulse, with the Pulse. With some another strawberry vape.
Oh, yeah.
on? Some Elite.
I need some of that.
That does sound mighty good.
I
Okay.
haven't had any forever.
Okay, Hash. What are you drinking?
My own beer.
What are you vaping on?
I am, now that I can actually taste, I am vaping on Banana Bondage, on the Doge V4, on the Stack Triple X, and I have Blueberry something, the Apocalypse on the Dreamer. And that's been my go-to while I've been sick. It was the Apocalypse, the Dreamer, and I vaped through a whole fucking 30 mil of Dark Horse, and that's what got me through the whole fucking sickness. You know, I barely vaped, but that kept me going, because not even my fix or any of the mouth to lung stuff was tolerable by any means.
And that, why do you think that worked for you? Because of the mint?
I think because the mint, mainly because the mint, because it's such a smooth, non-throaty vape that it soothed everything, and I didn't feel like death in the morning.
All right.
But yeah, it's been it's just been that for the last week. Ultimately, I have so much stuff here that I haven't even touched for the last like month, and I'm like, oh man, I missed that flavor. I missed that flavor. I haven't even opened that box yet.
So what are you vaping on, Addy Tooney?
I nailed down the Addie's cornbread. That did out of Twisted Messes and Colonial Mech.
Ooh, look at that rig.
Yeah, baby.
Little 22 millimeter rig.
Yep. And a K-Fun with some strawberry biscuit.
That DIY, yo.
Yeah, baby.
All right.
Yeah, nice and fruit forward now, fresh.
Excellent.
Are you ready,
That's
Uncle?
That's
You're
what
up.
we look for.
What are you vaping on, Yeti?
Pure peach.
Yeah, I'm fixing to be pure peach on the 1111 with the Druga. And what else am I vaping? The Dreamer with the Kennedy 25. Vaping the Sauce by Chain Vapes. That's about it right now.
Remember when all Yeti used to have was goons?
I do remember that.
Oh, I still got them.
I got a Virgin Goon 22 I cleaned up. I haven't even ran it yet.
Yeah, I kind of figured I've got all these damn atomizers. I figured I need to get some of them out and, try them out. Get them at least, let them run for a little bit before I retire them again.
Right.
So what are you vaping on, Fresh 03?
I've got the Iconic on the G-Box, on my lime green G-Box, with lemon ecstasy, and that's an amazing combo. With some Big Boy comp wire. I believe they're Big Boy comp wire staggered fuse from YetiWire.com.
Nice.
Awesome.
That's some rowdy shit. That's an angry vape. I like that. And then I've got the drop as usual on the Revenger. I'm vaping caramel apple crisp.
Yum.
Little caramel apple crisp.
My favorite.
And then I'm vaping Berry Hot Wedding Night, aka Cake Ross Cake, that we made up. That's Vape Ross Vape and Berry Hot's wedding cake from their internet wedding and love affair that they've got going on. I made them a wedding cake and it turned out to be delicious.
Is it white wedding cake?
It is. It is a white wedding cake.
White wedding!
I don't think either of them can truly wear white at their wedding, but it didn't stop them.
Billy Idol.
I was looking at the recipe. It looks really interesting.
It's really nice. That it's just like it's a creamy cake, but it's got like hints of coconut and almond, and then it's got that nice little bakery from the almond cookie. So you get kind of a dry bakery in with the mountain of buttercream frosting that I put into it. But yeah, the buttercream frosting and the two cake flavors that I put together, they were really, really nice. So that particular flavor, it's called Berry Hot Wedding Night. It's an all Wonder Flavors recipe. It's delicious. Absolutely delicious.
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 Gizzard Stew, you got that maze cranked up tonight?
I am vaping on the Dreamer. And I did get a new Addy in that I ordered at like the start of before Thanksgiving. It finally got here.
Holy crap.
That is the Death Trap. So that's sort of interesting. It single coil Addy.
Oh, that's yeah.
And I thought I wasn't gonna like it, but I got it built. I put a single coil Moke vapes from Mokhtar. It's a stainless steel fused Clapton, single build at about 0.18, and I am vaping on banana bondage as well tonight. So I think that I like this atomizer more than I thought I was going to like it. It's kind of a restricted lung hit, and I like it.
Did you guys all see Rip Tripper's review of the drop?
I
can't
did not.
watch it.
That was what I don't watch it, but like he pointed out everything that I thought about it, and I was like, Rip Trippers, did you actually sit down with an atomizer for more than 10 minutes? He called it the best atomizer he's ever used, ever. It's his favorite RDA of all time now.
Wow.
Yep.
Man.
Right.
Too bad he's not a respectable source.
Hey, you know, that's when you know he hit the big time though. Like I was sitting in a room with Brian last night as things were coming in, and it was just crazy because it was just watching that, like his phone just kept going berserk. Like like the company's getting in touch with him, and you know a bunch of other people are getting in touch with him like congrats, and then
that's awesome. Like
Digiflavors, you know, like oh, thank you for working with us, and he's like, oh, now you're gonna talk to me. A guy with a million subs says something nice about the product that I figured out.
Yeah, he'd be doing backflips. That must have been awesome.
He was happy, but he was stressed out. Good. I'm glad Minmo had a good time the other night. We had fun with Minmo the other night.
Yeah, I'm sorry I missed it.
He's a zebra too, you know, fresh.
That's right. He is like she's got zebra bitch written on the wall, and she just puts soap plates underneath zebra bitch so that she can get him.
He's a referee.
What did you?
Everybody too scared to ask Gizzards too.
Too scared to ask.
Yeah.
Why be afraid? You're thousands of miles from him.
Yeah, but we go to conventions, Gizzards do.
Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. All right.
All right.
All right.
SpongeBob.
Lifa looks so bored over there, not changing his backgrounds around.
I know he can't stand it almost.
Like you restricted his freedom of expression, Gizzards do. Lifa won't protest, but I will protest on Lifa's behalf.
I think that we should put up the butts for a minute. That was a good one.
I can't.
Oh, now you can't?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Gizzards do the Cheez-Its, the popcorn, the waffles.
I'm just keeping one.
All right, good. I like the static background.
Oh.
Don't worry, Life. I got your back. I got your back. You can put up all the backgrounds you want on my shows.
Yeah.
It's distracting to me because I must have some sort of OCD. It's like when he's running Space Invaders over there, that's all I can see.
That's just because you want to play video games.
Probably. I mean, I love what he does with all his backgrounds. It's just not running constantly.
You could take him through the Stargate again if you wanted, Life. I won't. I got your back.
Yeah, the hyperspace one especially, it's mesmerizing. I'm like, turn it off, turn it off. The butt one is good though, I have to admit.
The butt one moved, so
yeah, it's not static. If you put that one up, we'll just present you. Here you go. We're ready.
Right here's your butt. Gizzards do.
All right.
Holiday sausage.
Be that
Holiday
way.
sausages.
Hey, Eddie's uncle.
That's a big bottle of disco.
That's about that's one of his 500 mils right there.
I need me one of them.
So gross.
Oh, that reminds me. Let me check my messages.
It does work though. I got my tugboat V2 here. Ray slam that cap on there.
Is Life a captain of the Black Pearl? Yes.
Why is the Rome always gone?
What?
Huh?
How about them Niners? What do you think we should pick with the Niners?
Yeah, how about them Packers, huh?
See, the Packers found themselves in a bad place because Aaron Rodgers had won enough games at the start of the year before he got hurt that your draft position was always going to be kind of mid to late.
Yeah, that's all right. It is what it is. And now that they got rid of Ted Thompson, they might not fuck the draft up so bad.
This is true.
I mean, as long as they draft somebody to that offensive line and then start looking at that secondary, I mean, you've got some awesome pieces for that secondary.
You know, I'm going to put it like this. Hopefully they do not draft O-line. I hope they go on the free agent market and pick up somebody who's worth the damn. Because they've tried that bring them in and bring them through the ranks trap. It hasn't worked. So it's time to move on from that mantra and move on to something where overpay for a player or two and then pick up some backups off the draft that way. I wouldn't go out expecting some go in a first round, pick up an offensive lineman.
The draft picks rarely work out, really. I mean, look at the Browns. They have first round draft pick every single year.
Yeah, but look at who their
They
GM
should have the
was.
best team in football by now.
They were. That's the thing, though, is their GM has been trying Moneyball, and Moneyball in the NFL will only get you so far. It will get you a bunch of draft picks, but eventually, at some point, you have to cash in, and that's the thing. That's the thing about the NFL is your chances of scoring in the first round, as far as a player goes, is like 40%. So you've got a decent first round. But the most I've ever seen anybody grab in the first round is 3 picks, and that was the Cleveland Browns a couple of years ago. But they pass on a player that's probably going to be that has the potential to be awesome for somebody that has value. They did this last one. I thought this last draft they did pretty solid. I thought the Browns they had a pretty solid draft. I think they had 3 first rounders. They got that tight end who was pretty good until he got hurt. They got Julius Peppers, who, if they had decided to play him at one position this year and let him learn one position, probably would have been pretty fucking good. And then you've got the pass rusher out of A&M from last year. I forget his name. But he actually had not a great year, but if he had more to work with on the line, like another player he could have stunted off on the same side, he would have had a much better year than he did. So there was a lot of pieces there for the Browns, and they were actually in a lot of games this year. Everybody likes to pick on the Browns, but they were in a lot of the games this year. They weren't as bad as their record showed, and their coach is actually a really, really good coach, Hugh Jackson. It's just his hands have been tied by what management's been doing for years. And so they fired that GM, which is fantastic. His way of doing football, it's never going to work in the NFL, because your chance to get a good player is in the first round. Anytime you go past the first round, your chances just drop astronomically of finding somebody. And so piling up all these mid-round draft picks, that's all well and good. But these players, they're a dime a dozen. All these players that are mid-round, they're a dime a dozen. That's why running backs last 3 or 4 years now, because they're a dime a dozen. You know, the next Leonard Fournette, he's probably coming out this year. What's his face? Ezekiel Elliott. There's a better running back coming out this year than Ezekiel Elliott, and Ezekiel Elliott will be probably out of this league in another 3 years. So it all is what it is. But
you mean there's never going to be another Walter Payton?
There might be. There's a couple players coming up, but I don't know that there'll ever be anybody that great. Like Barry Sanders. I still, to this day, I'll say Barry Sanders is one of the best running backs of all time. That dude carried that team. Carried it. Shit offensive line, shit every other position, but he would still get them into the playoffs. He was a game changer, and they never backed him up, and that's why he retired early, because they were never going to.
Right. Yep. And then there was Wayne Fonts. How do you keep that coach for like 17 years?
Loyalty. Why did the Raiders pay John Gruden $100 fucking million for 10 years? Loyalty.
He's got family in the corporation.
Yeah, I mean, it's John Gruden's a good coach, but I think he's like Jim Harbaugh. Like, players can take him for about 3 years, and then he starts getting on their fucking nerves. And these are professional athletes. It's not like college,
so
where you have to do.
I have an interest in what you think of Garofalo.
What do I think of Garoppolo?
Mm-hmm.
I think he is another Tom Brady. He sat behind Tom Brady for 4 years, and he learned all of his good habits. He has a couple of bad habits that he has to work on. Like, he doesn't follow through with his throws quite as much as I would like him to. But he's like Tom Brady, where he takes those little chunks the entire game, and then you look and he threw for 350 yards, and you're like, how the fuck did he do that? Like, I don't think I ever saw him throw past the 10-yard line, or I didn't see him throw anything more than 10 yards. But he's really good at getting through his reads, and his release is fucking nuts. Like he has besides, I think Aaron Rodgers probably still has the fastest release in the league. Like Aaron Rodgers, he shouldn't be able to do what he does. Like he was blessed with that arm, and I think Jimmy Garoppolo is probably a close second as far as how quick he can get the ball out. So I think it's gonna. I'm really hopeful, but the 49ers have a lot of work to do this offseason.
Yeah, they do. However, they got something to build around now, which is nice for them.
They got to get it. They got to get him under contract. I mean, they can franchise him, but then if he gets hurt, he gets resentful about it, and that's everybody knows how this shit goes. If you've watched the NFL for more than a couple minutes, I would be fine with the 49ers re-signing Gore as long as it was for like a veteran minimum contract and let him come back and play a couple games for the Niners and let him retire. But I also said the same thing about Jerry Rice. Like Jerry Rice should have come back to the Niners, but they wouldn't do it. That chain of command would not re-sign Jerry Rice, and it was a travesty in the league that you did not re-sign Jerry Rice for a veteran minimum contract and let him come back and retire as a 49er.
Yeah.
He retired as a fucking Seahawk. As a Seahawk, suck a dick.
Yeah. It's almost like an insult.
That is it's terribly insulting. I'm still bitter about that entire about decade.
You were muted, Addy Tooney.
Thank you, Gizzard. That's pretty fancy. Yeah, it's not about the teams anymore. It's all about the money. It's a shame.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the Raiders are one of they're one of the last teams with a lot of loyalty still built into the organization, and that's why it takes them so long to get good. Because they'll stick with a player who did something for them 1 year for 5 years. So it hurts.
Yeah, I hate to say that.
We did get the last year of Randy Moss, but he wasn't himself.
But it was Randy Moss.
It was hard to watch Randy Moss that last year.
Yep.
He did pretty, and a lot of people blame him for the loss in the Super Bowl, but the throw that they say that he should have come down with, that thing was so far over his head. Like Randy Moss at what, 23 or 24 when he came out, like he wouldn't have been able to make that. He wouldn't have been able to make that catch then. So, I mean, you can't blame a guy for something he's just not physically capable of doing.
No.
Yeah, but they
stick
do.
a rocket up your ass and pray to God you take off too.
But they're getting bored of football talk out there, Gizzards too. Next subject.
You're the one who started this.
What do you guys want us to discuss?
No, that was because of me. How about them Packers?
How about them Packers?
The Packers are a good organization. You guys are an amazing organization. You have an amazing coaching staff.
Amazing fan base.
Are they?
Amazing fan base.
Is the Packers still the only
publicly
the only team that's owned by the town and the people?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's one thing I can say that's good about them.
I'm a shareholder.
Yeah.
But technically, I own the Packers.
Well, I think that's why they have such a massive fan base.
They did put something cool in around the stadium this year. They put a big brewery next to the stadium. And there's right next to the brewery, there's a big old hotel with a top party deck on it. And then next to that, there is I can't remember what the hell it is that's underneath it. But in the winter, it turns into a tubing hill.
Oh, cool.
Oh, cool.
That's
So
fucking awesome.
there's tubing right there, and now there's an ice skating rink right next to it as well. And then during the summer, right across from the stadium, there is a football field for the local kids to come play on. That's all AstroTurf with all that rubberized shit in it, and
That's cool.
put a park and all kinds of stuff over there. It's crazy what they did. There you go. Socrates knows what it is. Hinterland Brewing. That's right.
Tommy Vapors wants to talk about holiday sausage.
I already.
You still got some leftover holiday sausage, Tommy? I mean, you better get that holiday sausage in your mouth before it goes bad, my friend. There's nothing worse than limp holiday sausage.
You're gonna make somebody puke.
His holiday sausage is green.
You don't want a green holiday sausage, Tommy. Like that's one of those things. Like you should have followed the directions on the prescription.
Tammy might though.
Gone and checked in with the doctor.
Green holiday sausage, though. We got a St. Patrick's Day coming up.
I mean, is it
Call a haggis.
You better save it. You better not throw it out.
Man, you're gonna want some wobbly sausage haggis, and it'll be good for you.
So I found a 10 ml bottle of premium custard. That's all I could find. 10 ml bottle.
I'm telling you, Addy Tooney, and they don't know the next time they're going to be able to get it in. Like nobody does. Chefs over in the UK, they've got no idea. Nobody knows when it's coming back. So if you got that premium custard from Flavor Art while it was available, good on you. But it may never come back. It'll come back, but you're gonna be waiting a little while because the word got out. The word got out about the premium custard.
Was that just something that came out over Christmas or something?
The premium custard is a completely filled with diacetyl and AP and AC flavor. So they labeled it as not for vaping, but vapors found it, and it's, aside from the AP and the AC, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I tried to buy a whole bunch of 10 mils, and it was limit one per customer. I'm like, you bet.
Yep.
Is it one per customer? Make an account in your wife's name. There you go.
And then you got to repay that shipping every time.
Is it worth it though?
It's mighty good. It's mighty good. It's similar to Innerware's custard. It's a little bit moister custard, but it's similar, and it's got some nice caramel notes to it.
How's it compared to the V1 Capellas?
To the V1, it's not quite as rich, but it doesn't take as long to steep.
Mm.
It only takes about 3 days to steep.
You actually got a little bit fresh?
Oh yeah, of course I did.
That's good.
Thank you, Leilani. If you're out there somewhere, Leilani's good about that. She's like, "Hey, fresh, it's out." I'm like, what? What's out? Premium custard. What's premium custard? It's the new hotness. Got it. Let me order that, Leilani.
I'm all over it.
Yeah, I think I saw somebody had ordered like four 120s, and then that had maxed out whatever company that was.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's mighty good. I'm not sure I would order 4 120s of it, but
maybe they were going to rebottle it and sell it out to people.
Probably could.
Yeah, so I got the butter tart, coconut custard, the donut, all the Wonder flavors.
Oh yeah, you're gonna love that donut, Addy Tooney. Just the glaze on that.
And I got one-on-one powdered sugar.
What happened there?
What's Lifa showing us?
I don't know.
Is he screen sharing, or are you screen sharing him?
No, he did it.
Oh. Hi, Lifa.
I don't know what he's up to.
At the Minnesota Zoo.
Just decided to bug out and put his
Lifa was here. We love you, Lifa.
I don't know what he did.
What are you winding over there, Yeti?
I'm going to make it's going to end up being a pitchfork. Making another oddball Yeti fork.
Yeti fork. Nice.
That's what that one got dubbed.
You guys watch Mooch's video?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good.
Oh, it was awesome. But I mean, we've all been on shows with Mooch before, so we've heard a lot of what he has to say. But it's always nice. It's nice to see him doing the videos. And it looks like Wayne from DIY or Die released his top 5 DIY mixes. So I'm interested to hear what he has to say, to see if Pickle Liquor made the list. Gizzards do.
Probably did.
Right on top, right, Gizzard?
That's right, straight to the top with Gizzards.
I don't know why that would that would make Wayne's list.
That's just how you roll. I know Wayne mixes up anytime he releases or anytime you release a record.
He said he loved that Tuning My Piano.
I hate skip fusion.
Where'd Life go?
I have no idea. Yes, I knew I was going to be in that video. Matt Williams. He asked us to record stuff for him. I'm totally fine with that. Yeah, I'll watch it here in a minute.
What is he? Did he drop another new one?
Who? Wayne from DIY or Die?
No, Mooch.
No, he's still just got the one, right?
That's what I thought you were talking about. I'm lost.
We're all lost, Gizzards too.
I'm lost.
Matt Williams says, that's awesome.
Oh.
What do you got there, Toonie? That looked like one of my bottles.
Yep. Tuning My Piano.
Toonie My Piano. You still have some. It can't be that good.
I'm saving it because it's special.
Oh, okay.
Wait, so Liquid Barn started selling one-hit wonder flavors? Wait a minute.
No, I don't think they're selling it. I saw that today too. They have some sort of interview with the guy that created that stuff. I don't know. Maybe they're doing one-shots for him. I don't know.
I'm looking to see. One hit wonder exclusively in our Tastemaker collection. Oh, so they're selling one shots and flavor cartridges of the one hit wonder liquids.
Policeman and all that stuff.
Looks like just The Man, Rocket Man, and Muffin Man.
What's a flavor cartridge?
For your pod systems.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Like Salt Nick?
Eastdale's got a question for you, Golf T.
Hey, golf. Right there. Oh, wait a minute. No.
Hey, Life is back.
You're number one.
Life is back. Yay!
What's up?
I don't.
You went full screen and then you were gone.
Yeah, when you turned your camera off, it went full screen.
We thought you were starting a video or something.
Nope.
We just left your logo up for like 5 minutes.
No, I just stopped the camera.
Well, that's interesting.
So who are the Bears looking at in the draft? Who you been hearing, Lifa?
I haven't heard anything. I really haven't been paying attention to it.
Man, did they take a gamble on a head coach though?
They fired Fox, right?
Yep.
Who did they grab?
They picked up the offensive coordinator from the Chiefs.
That's not a bad. I don't see that as a bad.
And kind of gamble. No head coaching experience ever. It's a hell of an offensive coordinator, but
Duh, Bears.
He still suck.
I mean, it'll be interesting. I mean, you saw what he did with the Alex Smith, who's a very limited quarterback. Don't let his success this year fool you. Be interesting to see what he can do with Mitch Trubisky.
Anybody watch that Bills game? That was punishing to watch.
Brutal. Did anybody watch the Bills parking lot?
That probably would be more fun.
Speaking of the Bills, did anybody see the video of that guy taking his TV outside and then starting to beat it with the bat and then throw off his jersey? And he's sitting there crying. Really? Waiting for 20 years. Just a bawling mess. And he's a big dude. He looked like probably 6'6".
Oh my
Probably
God.
pushing 230. Just a bawling mess. It was hilarious.
That's a viral video.
Socrates wants to know about your key lime pie flavor, Lifa.
Well, I just put that out there. I will be sending out some, but if anybody can't wait, the recipe is out on ELR and it is public. So
It's on ER.
yep, it's under Leaf of Apes. KLPYB2.
Better than the original KLPY, I'll tell you that much.
Oh yeah. Kilpviv 2.
All right, Gizzard Stew, thank you for having me on. It's way past my curfew.
Oh, there he goes. Signing
All right.
off.
Good one, Addie Tooney.
You guys, love you guys. Love
Thanks
you,
for
Chad.
coming, Addie Tooney.
Thanks for having me. See ya.
Later, brother.
See you Friday. All right then.
Where are we at? How much?
I don't know. Hesh is tired.
No, I'm
Yeti
good.
is
I just look
running
tired.
his
I'm not
drill.
tired.
Life is upset because he couldn't run his
Not upset.
his green screen.
He's limit. Don't let him limit you, Lifa.
Yeah.
Just do you. Do you. Be free, Lifa.
It's Gizzard's show. Oh, whatever he says.
Be free. Be free. Be free, Lifa.
Hey,
No, I just look tired. I'm not actually tired. I'm just sick of being sick.
yeah, you do look a little worse for weather.
Yeah, that's how I looked last week. Don't feel bad.
I've been like this since New
Since
Year's.
that concert, yeah.
Yeah. Because New Year's Eve, Nikki's show, I couldn't talk, and I'm like, Happy New Year! I'm getting drunk again 3 nights in a row.
You're going on 10 days. 10 days you've been like this.
Yeah, I've been looking like this for 10 days. I've been looking like this for 36 years. What the fuck are you talking about, Gizzard Stew?
What are they talking? Which recipe are they talking about out there?
Speaking
Oh,
of
they're
bad,
still talking about One Hit Wonder.
Oh, One Hit Wonder? See, the thing about One Hit Wonder was there was so much sweetener in there that as it steeped out, it just wasn't going to be all that good. So you had yourself a couple good weeks to get it vaped, and then you were up. It just wasn't going to be all that great. So One Hit Wonder was one of those liquid companies. I was like, please don't stick around. You're like three flavors and sweetener. Come on now.
Yeah.
But I mean, they stuck around for a long time. Apparently, they're still kicking.
Yeah, it was like what, an apple muffin flavoring, Greek yogurt, and some sweetener.
Yep. Which, I mean, to be fair, I've done recipes like that, but I didn't, keep on like 6% sucralose.
All right, I'm deflated. Maybe I had a rough day at work.
What else we got? What other questions you got out there? Wes Cochran's got a new mix coming. Nice.
Yep.
did anybody see that wretched, horrid BCS National Championship game last night?
Mm-mm.
Fucking miserable.
Who won?
They let Alabama come back. Double-digit lead that they had and blew it. So, come to the conclusion, if you are from Georgia or the Atlanta area, all you can do is get the lead in a big game and then fucking blow it.
Yeah. Yeah, the Super Bowl last year was pretty ugly like that.
Yeah, it was. And if they screwed the pooch. They had them dead to rights.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that second half of that game was mighty exciting.
It was.
Where did this come from? Hold on a minute.
It was exciting for Hesh.
Hesh, are you even a Patriots fan?
Huh?
Ooh, you got the dirty, angry eyes.
Come on, do you even have to ask that fucking question? No. I do enjoy them because they're the home team. You know what I mean? I will always root for the home team no matter what. I don't jump on the bandwagons for any sports. The only sport that I'm really fucking into is hockey. I love the Bruins. I will die for the Bruins. I will bleed black and gold for the rest of my life. But I've had a chance to, get some free tickets from Patriots players for working on their cars back in the day. And I do enjoy a good game. I don't jump on the bandwagons. I'm not a diehard Pats fan. It is nice to see them going into the playoffs. It is nice to see the fact that Boston has been fucking title town for how many years now, and again, it's been a long time coming. We had such shit for fucking titles and everything, other than the Celtics for so long, and then boom, every sport just blows up. So again, I'm not going to jump on, Tom Brady's deflated balls or look into Bill Belichick's, little spy manual that he's got going on there. But
avocado balls.
Oh,
exactly.
terrible.
But again, I don't dislike them. I will, if given the opportunity to go to a game, I'll go to a game. Will I turn it on if it's on TV? Maybe if it's the only thing worth watching.
You keep talking like that, you're going to give Yeti enough rage to keep building coils for the next 6 years.
Here's the thing. Yeti knows that I'm a hockey fan, But I will always support the Patriots before I support any other football team.
I mean, Younko's
good luck to Josh Hofer and them fucking Tennessee Titans against us, because that shit ain't going to happen, bro. Sorry, man. Sorry. Your shit's weak, bro.
Unless it's another cold day in hell.
Yeah, right?
Winter chicken dinners in the house. What up, Barry Hot? Did you play the lottery this week? You should have been playing the lottery.
Hell yeah.
So I did earlier today. I played 2 lotteries. I went to a pawn shop and ended up picking up a close to $750 guitar that sells used for $530 for $350.
Nice.
What is it?
And
Is it pink?
brand new.
Is it pink or something?
No, I'll go get it. But it still had the plastics covered by the protective films.
That's brand new.
It's an
That's
Ibanez?
brand fucking new.
It's an Ibanez?
And then just for the shits and giggles, I played a couple of scratch tickets from the Stop and Shop. You put the money in, you hit the button, and you get the whatever scratch tickets that you want vending machine.
Yeah, and
I won $175 off of $30.
wow.
So ultimately, I really paid only $200 for that guitar.
And then you bought NyQuil.
No, and then I sat down and drank my beer.
Well, there you
enough.
go.
That's NyQuil.
Hold on, I'll go grab that guitar.
Grab it. Ooh, I like the squeaky door.
Nothing like an unoiled hinge in the house to really make your day go by.
That's awesome.
That was the first thing the missus did when we moved into our house. She went and moved every fucking door.
Check and see.
Put oil on it.
Yeah, you're gonna fucking jizz your pants, bro. You might want to watch this. It is a limited edition quilt top Charvel with ebony inlay in the frets all along the body of the guitar and in the headstock with locking tuners.
Here, we better
and
present
active
you.
EMG pickups.
Let's get a better look at this thing. Ooh.
Yeah. So there's the inlay binding of the mother of pearl.
Did you say they were active pickups?
Active. It comes with an 85 and an 81. 85 in the bridge and 81 in the neck.
It's pretty.
That's awesome.
Everything you said there, I just went, I have no fucking clue what you're talking about. Except for, ooh, that's a pretty guitar.
That's a pretty guitar.
Lovely. Lovely axe. Hey, Peepaw's here.
What up, Peepaw?
Hi, Peepaw. Peepaw. Nice. That's a nice guitar.
It does work.
Well.
Whew.
Gizzard stew stretching.
Yep.
You ready for bed, Gizzard stew?
I think so.
Been a long day, huh?
Yeah. I'm wiped after the weekend.
I've got one episode left of my rewatch of Battlestar Galactica. I'm gonna see if it makes more sense this time. Wish me luck.
Does anybody know what this show called 11/22/63 is?
Yeah, it's a Stephen King. It's based on a Stephen King novel that I read. Basically, you can go back in time. You can go back in time and change events, and then you can come back. But if you go back in time again, it resets everything to where it was. Yeah, and so basically, it's this guy going back and, he changes stuff around and comes back and sees what it does, and then he kind of, the date gives away what he decides to do.
Yeah.
So
it's a pretty good show. It's only an 8-part series though.
Yeah.
We're almost done. Huh?
What's it on? Is it on like Netflix or?
It's on Hulu.
Yeah, it's one of the Hulus.
We watched another good one last night or the night before called Gray State. It's about this. Well, he's a man. He's like 28 years old. I was going to say a kid. They were making a movie, and it was about a lot of it was conspiracy theory, like the government taking over, and I don't know. It was just about that kind of shit, Well, anyways, him, his wife, and his 5-year-old daughter were found murdered. So of course, that started a bunch of conspiracy theories. It was a really interesting show to watch. About how the movie basically it was a murder suicide. I think he just cracked, but I think there was something else going on because his wife was Muslim, or she came from Muslim. I don't know if she was an active practicing Muslim, but
does it come off like a documentary or what?
It is a documentary.
Oh, what is the name of it?
Gray State.
Gray State. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty interesting. I would recommend that one. If somebody needs something to watch, it's only like an hour and a half.
Sounds like a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Any new internet programs for you, Lifa? Have you been watching The Runaways?
I really haven't been watching much. I finished up series of or the last series of Silicon Valley, but you kind of seen that coming.
Church brought up Godless, And
I haven't seen Godless.
Yeah, I've been watching it. I'm down to the last episode. I think it's like 8 episodes and out. It was like a mini series or whatever.
I caught the first episode and I was like,
no, I think it's a pretty good show. I'll probably be watching the rest of it tonight because I only have an hour left of it.
I've been trying to find something that catches my eye on the first episode so that way I can sit and binge watch again.
Let's put it this way. My wife hates Westerns or anything set in that time period. And she's been watching it with me, so that says something. Because usually if it's a Western, she won't even watch it at all. But she kind of got into the storyline. So.
What up, Dean?
Dean!
Coil Vapes Dean in the house.
Oh, look at the vintage disc one. Ooh. Old school bottle.
There were reserves out. Everybody can get the reserve.
I thought he did a limited run of that. We should ask him. He'll answer.
Kind of creme brulee-y.
I think that
Is it sold out?
I think so. I think it was just something he put out over Christmas. Why don't you tell us if we can still get reserve? I think it went away already.
Son of a bitch.
It was a limited release. I did see Tommy Vapors drop something that said, well, let me see if I can find it. There's some DAT1 or DAT2 or something.
The mix, dat, or whatever.
Yeah, let me see.
This one, that one, and it's got a little menthol to it. It's called Dem2.
Dem2.
It's sold out in a day. Good.
Yeah, the reserve went quick.
I agree, Kenny B.
Yes.
There's no better Western series in the history of television than Deadwood.
Really wish they would have made that last a lot longer.
They're still working on getting the movie out, bringing everybody back and finish up the storyline that was supposed to take place the next season. So,
with that, as long as they bring back Mr. Wu, we're good.
All right, so that explains it. The Dem2 has coolant. Coolant. Has a little
antifreeze in it.
A little Prestone in there. Heck yeah.
Damn it, Mudgy.
I've been enjoying the DAT one more and more. I never thought that I would like tobacco vapes, but I think it goes really well with the fact that it's winter, and when I'm having like an Irish whiskey or something, have a little bit of that. It's like a fine cigar. It's delicious.
Yeah, that wasn't in my wheelhouse. That's why I sent it to you.
I know. I appreciate that. I've gone through that much of it. If that tells you anything, like that. It's about half a bottle gone.
Nice.
It's great to run in like mouth to lung. It can be a little overwhelming if you're dripping it on a stacked mod. Right, Yeti?
Absolutely. Where the fuck? Oh, there you are.
All right. Well, let's run around the room and get the heck out of here. Let people get on with their Tuesday evening. Let's start with Yeti's uncle.
What do you want from me?
I don't know. Do an outro.
Oh, man. I don't got nothing to say. Go check out, I don't know, go check out Gizzard Stew and Fresh 03. You know all the people to check out. When is it? Thursday, No Fucks Vaping. We've got a special guest. I believe it's going to be on my channel, I'm pretty sure. And we have very big guests coming up within the next 3 weeks. There's going to be some, probably, well, I'll say 4 weeks, just because one of them's going to be in late February. Some really big guests, so stay tuned. But this week will be on my channel. And hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully tomorrow, Thursday, there'll be a new story time. So hopefully that'll work out. That's about all, man.
That and the fact that it's always Black Friday at Yeti.
Well, yeah, of course.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. TJ, what do you think? What are you thinking?
I don't think too much. I try not to. It gets me in trouble. Most importantly, go check out Dawn over at Adore Liquid. Go fill your heart and get some of it in her little carts.
There you go.
Always
sounded right and proper to me.
And that, I don't have a whole lot to say other than I will see everybody tomorrow. My channel, 9:30 Central Time. You guys adjust for wherever the hell you are, stateside wise or internationally. Also, educate and advocate, not for yourself, but for those of us who haven't made the switch yet. We all know what the hell we're doing, but they have not. So make sure we keep this alive for them.
True, true, true. All right. How about you, Life of Apes?
Want to shout out Adore, Coil Vapes, and OHMAGEDDON. All 3 places you can use the coupon code Pink Pussy and get 10% off your oil or order.
Oil.
Order.
Vape oil. Vape oil.
And yeah, vape oil, liquids, juice, whatever you want to call it. Get 10% off of that. They're all great to support that. So that's why I got. Just did drop 2 videos this week. So go ahead and check out those if you want. They're both Fat Kid Eat Juice type flavors. So if you like the really gooey, buttery diacetyl stuff, check them out.
Nice. Nice. And Hash.
What's up?
Want to do an outro, buddy?
Sure.
Okay.
Big shout out to G, Fresh 03, Dear Addy, and Addy Tooney for the great work that they put in for the VC480V. Much love to you guys. Congrats, Barry Hot, for taking the cake on almost everything. Focus Evo, everybody who won, all the winners, thumbs up. Fantastic job. And as I said, for me, it was all about doing the right thing for advocacy. Because if we don't band together, we will be banned together. So go check out OHMAGEDDON e-liquids. Adore. Don does amazing stuff for the community. Same thing with Dean. This one, honestly, love every one of you guys. Go check out Vape Girl Vixen's vape sauce. Don't have a coupon code just yet, but we will have one soon. And go to esigbarn.com. Check out the Barn Brigade with the very nefarious and voodoo lines. Use coupon code Barn Brigade to get 15% off of your order. Look,
Barry.
Not that shit other than Ray and Ulti. But yeah, no, seriously, go check those guys out because they are extremely hardworking and they are a local small business and support small business everywhere. That's all I got. Cheers, holiday sausage.
Awesome. Fresh. Last but not least, Fresh 03.
What's happening, everybody? What's going on? So I'm going to use my time to plug LIFE again. LIFE is almost at 1,000 subs, everybody. So go sub to LIFE. let him turn that super chat on. Let him for the Vape Your Face Off. He puts so much work into his channel. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. He's always releasing videos, always suggesting good e-liquids, reviewing equipment, and he's got a new setup. Go check it out, everybody. Go check out LyFE. Everybody be beautiful to each other. Educate, advocate, be good for this community. We'll see you on that next video.
Excellent.
Back to Gizzard Stew at the Poopy Pants desk.
Lizard goo.
All right. So I want to shout out Vaping Swag. Go over to Vaping Swag, check out vsoliquids.store, and support him. Of course, he has all of our various vape swag is over there. So if you need t-shirts or anything like that, check out Vaping Swag. I will reiterate Giancarlo and Ducky, Coil Vapes, and that one and this one. And of course, Don. And that's Banana Bondage. There we go. That's a good shot of that. And I will also shout out my brother, LyFE. Don't forget, we'll have a show on Friday, 6:30 Central. And hopefully, maybe by the end of the week, we can put you over the top. Maybe it'll take longer than that. We don't know.
I'll get my troll channels
You'll get there, though. You'll get there.
I've got one troll. I've got one.
Troll accounts haven't subscribed yet.
I've got one troll account, and it's pretty obvious that it's me. So
yeah. Tune in to No Fucks Vaping on Thursday.
It's not so fresh 03.
It's Fresh 03 Vapes. Fresh 03 Vapes.
Tune in to No Fucks Vaping on Thursday. Tune in to hashtag FogLife on Friday. Tune in to Fresh 03's Freaky Friday show after that. Tune in to Fresh's show on Saturday, the DIY show.
We've got I forgot to shout that out. Can I shout that out real quick, Gizzard?
Yeah, shout it.
Friday, we've got a very special guest coming on to talk about a project that they worked on. So that's going to be a lot of fun. You were all very familiar with this special guest, but it's been a little bit since they've been on my channel. So it's going to be amazing to have that special guest on. I almost said who it was. And then Saturday, we've got the super panel. We've got the super panel coming on. We've got Concrete River, Shindo, Dimlin, and Leilani are all going to be on the DIY show along with the regular panel.
Awesome.
So we've got 2 special shows coming up this week.
It's going to be a mega panel on Saturday.
It's going to be a mega panel on Saturday and a really fun panel on Friday.
Cool.
Sweet.
All right. So, LyFE, you want to cue up the exit music, if you would? And as always, everybody out there, try to be nice to somebody this week if possible. And get off your butts and vape.
Get off your butts and vape. Get off your butts and vape. Get off your butts and vape. Get off your butts and vape.